Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have something a little bit fun to do. I bought a ton of makeup and brushes, tools from dollar stores, some being from Dollarama and then some being from a more local dollar store. And we're going to try to do a full face of makeup with just this stuff, see how it works out, see if any of it is any good. I've got some really interesting stuff. I've got an eyeshadow palette. I've got adhesive eyeliner. Oh yeah. I've got false lashes. So we're going to check this out and see how it looks. And if you want to find out, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I've scooched it in a little bit and I'm going to start with foundation. And unfortunately, I couldn't get a foundation or a concealer at either of the stores that I went to. So I'm just going to use what I normally use, but I do have, I have some brushes from Dollarama. These were $4. These are similar to the Artiste brushes, which was the first brand to come out with something like this, but I actually do use similar brushes to this, but they're not from the dollar store. They're actually from Winners. And then I also have a beauty blender, cosmetic sponge, we'll call it, and I heard that this is actually pretty good. So I'm going to use this to blend my concealer and these brushes to blend in my foundation. And for that, I'm just going to be using the Sephora foundation. I have a little bit of fake tan on right now, so I'm going to be using this one. And then I'm just going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape and NARS concealer. Okay, so on the first feel, these actually feel similar to the ones that I have, and I actually really like them. It's pretty dense and soft. I'm actually quite surprised. And I really actually like this kind of brush for blending foundation because you can do it like super quickly and it kind of feels nice on your face too. And then I also use this smaller type brush for really getting into the creases of my concealer because sometimes I find that it builds up in creases a little bit here. So I've been using my brush like this for that. So I'm going to try that as well. This foundation is like literally almost gone, so I've been having to do this with it. I love this Sephora foundation. It's like, it's not full coverage by any means, or I don't find, but it's buildable and I find it looks really good on your skin. Okay, obviously this is a bit of a mess and not really how I would always apply foundation. Guys, this actually is not bad. It's moving the product pretty evenly. I actually like this a lot. It like feels really soft. It's nice and dense. It's applying the foundation just like anything else would. It's not really, I mean, there's a bit of foundation now I can see in the brush, but it's not really soaking it up. It's really getting the product to my face. Okay, so far so good. I actually really like this brush set, and by the way, this was $4 for those 3 brushes. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my concealer, and I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape. I've been using 2. I always need to use 2. I just don't have a concealer that actually matches my skin tone, so I use just dot that under my eyes, and then I go in with the NARS one, which is a little bit darker, and use that for highlight. So I'm going to try the Beauty Blender that came in the milkshake box. I just wet it and it did feel a little more dense than I would like, but we'll work with it. And again, not bad. I don't love the way that it kind of feels. It's a little hard. But it definitely is blending the concealer into the skin. But I mean, it's doing the job. Not bad. As you can see, it really did absorb a lot of the product. Now I'm going to just go in with that little brush like I was saying and just even out those little creases. Yeah, okay, I'm loving this little brush set. This is really good. I kind of like to go around my nose too, just to make sure there's no product buildup there. Okay, so I actually have another set of beauty blenders, and this one is from, well, they were both from Dollarama, and I'm going to use this one to set my face with powder. Okay, so we have 3 different shapes in here, but if you have watched my 1 Minute Wednesday on beauty blenders, I just prefer the egg shape. Whoa, that is really stiff. That's really, really stiff. Okay, I'm going to dampen it and see if it gets any softer, but... Okay, so I just wet it and it actually didn't even expand, which is really weird for a beauty sponge. I've never had that happen before. So it is super stiff and dense, and yeah, it's the exact same size as it was when it wasn't wet. So that's interesting. I'm gonna try it anyway. I actually have, no, okay, I only did pick up one after. So this is actually a Sally Hansen translucent powder, so truly translucent loose powder, Sally Hansen. There was only 1 shade there. This was $3.99 and this was at my local dollar store. So obviously we recognize the name Sally Hansen, but just the fact that it was there for $3.99 makes it kind of interesting. Okay, so it comes with a little pad. Okay, I'll use the pad under one eye and a beauty blender under the other one. Okay, so it looks like you just put in the pad and kind of shake it up. Yeah, so I'm getting hardly anything. So what I'm gonna do is just dump it out onto my table. The sponge is still not really picking anything up. And it's quite yellow. I can't even deal with this beauty blender. It is like not even a thing. Oh god. No. Okay, but I'm gonna give it a chance and kind of try and blend it in with my typical powder brush and see if we can't even this out a little bit. Oh my god, it's so yellow. Actually, under the eye, I guess it's catching on the concealer a little bit and it's looking like a little bit patchy under the eye. Okay, so one thing that I couldn't find was a bronzer, which I was actually really surprised about that there was no bronzer anywhere. But I'm just going to go ahead and use my new Wet n Wild contouring palette. I've really been loving this, and I've also been using the highlighting shade in it as well underneath my eye. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is highlight or blush. On the camera it looks a bit pink. In person it looks, I don't know what it looks like. Maybe this is supposed to be a setting powder. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna try and kind of place it as a highlight, I think. And it is coming out on my skin. I mean, if you can see that, it's not, certainly not showing up like a highlight, but I would probably more so use this. Actually, I am going to use this just right under your eye to brighten the under eye area, and where it has that kind of pinkish tone to it, that is really good for brightening. So I'm just going to kind of place that underneath the eye, a little bit on the forehead and down the bridge of the nose. I'm not sure that made a lot of a difference, but I think the powder at least looks a little more even under my eyes now. So. And this one, it's called, I actually tried to pick up brand names that I didn't recognize. I do have some stuff here from Wet n Wild, but this is called Belize Professional Makeup. Oh my god. Okay, moving on now. I have a brow kit. Yes. This is by LA Colors. I mean, I've heard of this brand before for sure. LA Colors Brow Kit. It comes with 3 colors in the pan and also a set of tweezers and a little brush. This was a whopping $5.99. But let's open her up. This is actually the shade medium. I don't think there was any other shade there. Okay, so the brush is really fluffy. It's not like a pointed tip. So will I use it? I kind of want to give the product a chance. Okay, so I'm just going to use a normal brow brush that I have. And I'm going to go into the lightest color over on the edge. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to go into the middle shade. It's just a powder, so it should be fairly easy to work with. I mean, it's just kind of like using an eyeshadow. maybe I'm cheating here, but if it didn't come with a spoolie, so I'm gonna just blend it in with a spoolie. Not bad, nothing wrong with that. Maybe a little dark, a little bit, but I mean, you know me anyway with brows. It's going to be dark, it's going to be thick. Okay, next we are going to do eyeshadow. I'm actually really excited about this. I haven't opened it yet, so I have an eyeshadow palette from Dollarama, but I also picked up the eye defining brush set. So it comes with 3 brushes, one being an angular fluffy brush. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that would be. The second being a fluffy crease brush, which I like, and then the third being one very similar that I always use on my bottom lash line, so that is super interesting. And this is the Airy-Posa eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. I mean, the color selection is not bad. They're all shimmery except for this like gray color that I think they were trying to make black. But they're all actually metallic-y satin finishes except for that one that is more matte for sure. Pigmentation's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But the color, like I think they were trying to make black and it just came out really gray. Okay, so we're going to try it anyway, and I think I'm just going to do like a neutrally brown tone eye and maybe put one of the lighter shimmery colors on my lid. So let's try her out using only these 3 brushes and see how it goes. So I'm going to start with the lightest brown color and just put that right in my crease. Man, like, I didn't expect this to be pigmented. I thought it was going to be like more like kids makeup, but that's like, look, like that's not bad. I kind of like its a bit of sheerness as well. It kind of makes it easy to blend. Does this look bad to you? Is it just me that thinks it looks good? So I'm just going to go into the one next to it that is definitely a little more warm and just deepen up the crease. I think I'm just going to go in with this color on the lid. And I'm going to use that angled brush for that. I guess I could use my finger for this too, but we're trying it out. We're seeing what's up. Like, I've probably used worse brushes from like Sephora before. Okay, so that's a lid color, and then I'm just gonna bring the 2 browns, I'm just gonna bring those down on the lower lash line using that smaller brush. So next I'm just going to line my waterline using this pencil. This is actually a Wet n Wild pencil. I got it at Dollarama, and what I like about it just right off the hop is that it's really large, so it's definitely going to last you a long time. And on the package it does say rich, hyperpigmented color, oh so creamy, and oh so smooth, your first liner love. So I actually kind of have high hopes for this. I really do like the Wet n Wild brand, and it was $1.50. And yeah, she's definitely pigmented, and yeah, I mean, I thought that this was going to work, and it does. This is a really nice kohl pencil. Okay, now I'm going to it's kind of like, I'm not really sure what to do because I want to try these eyeliner adhesives. But I also want to try the fake eyelashes as well, the falsies. So I don't know, should I just try these and then take them off? Because I don't think that the eyelashes are going to stick after this. So I'm just going to actually see how this works and then probably take them off and then try the fake eyelashes after that. So you get 4 different types in here. This is so interesting. So they all have like little jewels on them. Oh my god. I don't know how they expect this to fit people's eyes. This was $1 though. Actually, I think it was, I could have got 3 for $1, but I only got 1. I didn't know if I was gonna need any more than that. Oh, okay, alright. Oh my god. Okay, it is sticking. Oh, okay. Who would wear this? Man, if I can get good false lashes at the dollar store, like, I'm down. They were 5 pairs for $3. I'm just gonna really quickly just put a little bit of eyeliner on my top lash line as well, just so I know where I'm going. Alright, I even bought lash glue from there, and guess what brand it is? It's actually Kiss, which is the brand that I always use for my lashes. So the band is pretty thick on them, which, I mean, could be a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, so I've got that cut, and now I'm just going to apply the glue. I'm going to wait for that to get a little bit tacky. Okay, so that one wants to cooperate a little bit more, but yeah, I'm just going to let those kind of dry down. So while I'm waiting for that to kind of set before I do mascara, let's go in with some lipstick. So I actually purchased 2. These are from Wet n Wild, and I did purchase them from Dollarama. So one is more of like a nudie pink, kind of the same color as my nails, and then the other one is more of a deep red. But I think for this look, I'm going to go in with the nude pink. Ooh, she pink, honey. Why is this so pink? Good. Yeah. You know what? Let's try the red. I like this. I like this red. Okay, so revisiting the lashes now. They're sticking off every which way. It ain't cute. I definitely wouldn't, like, recommend the lashes. Okay, so I have a mascara, which looks kind of funny. It's cool. Nice design. Has, like, some crystals on the package. And this is by Shanlanya. Oh, also by Ramo Beauty, same as the other one earlier. And this was $2.50 at my local dollar store. I'm not sure that it's doing anything. I think I'd have to, like, try this on my actual, like, just lashes if I was to really see if this was a mascara that was any good for its price for $2.50. Okay, so this is the completed look using all dollar store makeup for the most part. The only thing, of course, I didn't have foundation, concealer, and bronzer. Overall, I am a little surprised at some things. Definitely more good than I thought there was going to be. I actually really enjoyed these brushes. These were $4. I didn't actually use the other one, but I actually really enjoyed these for foundation and concealer. Love that. This beauty blender wasn't bad, did the job, wasn't bad. These were absolutely terrible. I've never tried a worse beauty blender before. Those are just going straight in the garbage. I would pass on the translucent powder. The color was just way too yellow and just really showed up on the skin, even though it does say it's translucent powder. The brow kit, I liked the brow kit. The only thing is I just thought it was too pricey for something from the dollar store. I loved the Wet n Wild Kohl Pencil from Dollarama. You get a lot of product in this for $1.50, and this is really good. It's one of actually the best pencil eyeliners that I've ever tried. I'll definitely be reaching for that a lot. What else do we have here? Oh, I actually liked this. For the under eye, I actually really like the way it kind of brightened everything up, and I'm kind of interested to see how it does just under the eye applied with a beauty blender and without this crappy translucent powder under it. So I think I'm going to try that out again. Overall, man, like, this wasn't bad. I thought this was going to be terrible. I really thought it was going to be like kids makeup, that it wasn't going to be pigmented at all. I thought it was going to be super chalky with a lot of fallout, no color, but this was actually pretty good. So if you enjoy the colors in here, I would recommend it. For $4 you get 9 colors. I mean, that's a lot, and it's a fair amount of product in there. The eyeshadow brushes I wouldn't really like recommend. I did like the crease brush, but I don't think it's worth like that little brush that was like okay. It wasn't worth really the $4. In terms of lipsticks, I mean, it's what you'd expect. I like this color, but it's definitely not something that's gonna like really wear all day. I can already tell it's just bleeding out a little bit. I like the color, but the pink color, not for me. Maybe for you, but not for me. I didn't like that one at all. Oh, and the last thing, of course, was the lashes and the mascara. I don't think I'll be reaching for these lashes again anytime soon. They were really difficult to apply. They're already lifting on the edges. The lash glue though, I think this was $1.50 or $2.50. And if you're at the dollar store and need a glue, I mean, glue isn't that expensive anyway. I did really like the glue. Once it dried down and got tacky, it was really good. And then the mascara would be a pass for me as well. It just didn't seem like anything was really sticking to my eye. So that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually had a lot of fun doing this. If you guys have any questions or would like to know anything, a lot of things are going to be linked in the description bar below. But feel free to shoot me a message, connect with me on social media. I'll have all that below. And please subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy my videos, and give this one a thumbs up. And I hope everyone has a great day. Bye!